Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Meadsy69 and welcome back to channel. Now, before we start, I do have to talk about my Patreon. We are now up to 34 patrons, so I do very much appreciate all the support my patrons give me. If you do want to become a patron, you can become a patron as little as $1 per month. You get early access to videos, we do live streams, we chat on Telegram, Discord, the lot basically. So if you do want to come, the link is in the description. Again, it's a little as $1 a month. Now, we're going to get back to the video. So this video, we're going to be looking at the 3 tanks that you can win on the Triumphant event. So you can win 1 out of 3 tanks, and you get to pick what tank you want to win. Now, all 3 tanks are in the tech tree, and you can buy them for around 5,000 gold. So first up is the T23E3. Now, it's not a bad tank. It's got great DPM. The speed is okay. No armor, and it has 10 degrees of gun depression. So it's not a bad tank. If you like the Comet, you will like this. It's very, very similar. Very similar DPM. It hasn't quite got the gun depression of the Comet, but the speed does feel a bit sluggish, but overall it's not a bad tank. I mean, 2,849 DPM. Compare that to a Panther 1. The Panther 1 has 2,590, so it has much better DPM than the Panther 1. However, the penetration does suck a little bit on this. It's 150. The Panther has 198. That's a big difference. Big difference. And it's the same 160 alpha as the Panther 1. So it beats the Panther 1 in DPM, but it doesn't quite beat it in the penetration. It's a 3.3 or 3.4 second reload. Shelf velocity 975, aim time 1.81, so not bad for aim time. Dispersion 0.326. Not great. As I've said, 10 degrees of gun depression and 56 kilometers per hour. Armor is literally, the hull is 76, so you've got nothing on your armor, nothing on your turret. Your turret's also 76, and it's not a fantastic tank. It's a good tank. It's an okay tank. It does the job. In tier 8, you will struggle, especially penning those IS-3s, Defenders, IS-5s, etc, etc. The VK-100, you are going to struggle to penetrate them. So don't sit in front of these heavies. Get behind them, use your DPM, and especially tanks like this, the J Panther, when he's not looking at you, you can just farm some damage. So last up, we have 5 kills and this 1 ARL left. And as you can see at the beginning, we were struggling to pen the Panzer 4S. It was red. He wasn't struggling to pen us. He was penning us very, very easy. So all it is left is this ARL. So we're going to get to the side of him and we are going to penetrate him. And we're going to get our 6th kill. So we didn't do major damage. Actually, it was quite poor. Well, average for a tier 6, really. We do 2,000 damage. We get a first class, but we do get the Paul's medal. We make 53,000 credits with 1,044 base XP. So not a bad tank, especially if it's for free. Come on, like these are for free. You can get them easily, so you can't complain too much that the tanks suck because they will be for free. So next up is the AT-15A. Now this is a tank that I actually like. I don't know why. Again, the rate of fire is really good. We're going to compare it to the AT-7. So the rate of fire on this is 2,714. On the AT-7, it's 2,690. So just a little bit more DPM than the AT-7. However, the penetration on this is 171. The AT-7 with the 20 pounder is 226. Now that, again, is a big difference. It has 160 alpha, whereas the 87 with the 20 pounder has 190, and its rate of fire is 3.54, 2.9 if you use adrenaline, so not bad with the DPM and the rate of fire. Shell velocity is so great at 884. Aim time is pretty good at 1.79, and the dispersion is pretty good at 0.29. And it does have 10 degrees of gun depression. The speed is only 20 kilometers per hour. But your armor on your hull is 229 on the front, 152 on the sides, and 102 on the back. So it's got a few weak spots. It has got a few weak spots, especially the hatch on top. But if you can use that gun arc and get around the corner, so you either angle that or you hide it around the corner. I mean, not this corner because you'll be showing the hatch, but the other way, you can deal damage. And it's best on this tank for, what do you call it, for perma-track, because the reload is so good. If you can get that track shot, then you're going to have a whale of a time, because they're not going to move anywhere, and you're going to destroy their tracks every 3.5 seconds, so they're not going to have time to do absolutely nothing. But I like the tank. I really do like this tank. I own the tank. I actually own all 3 tanks, so I can actually give you an honest opinion of what one is worth it, which I will do at the end. So you can see now we are getting the bounces. There is a Tiger P, so we are going to focus the Tiger P. There is also a Dracula, which could be very dangerous, but we're going to go for the track on the Tiger P, and you can just see here we are permanently aiming at the track, and we don't want him to move, and we finally clear him up. It's now 2 against 2. We're going to now focus, double tap the T-34, which is great, and we have enough armor, we have enough hit points to take a shot or two. The Rudy is 1 shot, so we're going to poke forward, we're going to get him, and then we're going to go back to focusing the T-34 with the Chieftain. So he is now 1 shot, so we are going to reload, and we're going to get him for our 4th kill. So we bounce 1060 damage, and we end up on 3.5k damage, and it was pretty easy, to be honest, getting that damage using the gun depression, the gun arc, perma-tracking, and we get that pretty easily. So we do get the ace, Top Gun, high caliber, 170,000 credits earned as well. So it's a pretty good credit earner. Bear in mind, I am running a premium, and I think I'm running the boosted credit boosters, but it's still a nice tank. Now, last up, we have the SU-122-44. Now, again, this is a very, very nice tank, and we are going to watch Epic Gamer. It was easier for me just to use this replay. The replay was there. It saved me time in actually going to play the tank and hoping to get a good battle. Whereas this was on my Discord, so I might as well use this tank, use this replay. So it's Epic Gamer, and it's a nice tank. And again, it's a very nice tank, and I enjoy this tank. It's very, very troll. Now, I'm going to compare it to the T-34 2G because it plays kind of similar. It hasn't quite got the DPM of the T-34 2G, but it has still got a nice DPM at 2,766, whereas the T-34 2G has 2,849. Again, the penetration's not quite as good as the T-34 2G. It is 175 compared to 192. It has the same 122mm gun, so it has 400 alpha, and your rate of fire is 6.92, and that gives you an 8.68 second reload. So 8.7 second reload, which isn't too bad. 800 shell velocity, and your aim time is actually okay at 2.0. Not bad aim time, to be honest. Dispersion, not the greatest, 0.371, but that is the same as the T-34 2G, and it has 48 kilometers per hour speed. Now, the armor, I don't understand the armor, because the armor on Blitz says it's the hull is 90 mil. But because it's sloped and it becomes very, very troll, and you will get some bounces on this tank. I think Epic Gamer now is running with calibrated shells because he has a 9.2 second reload. So if you do run it with the calibrated shells, the DPM does drop to 2,500, but it does give you 184 pen. So it doesn't matter. I would probably run it with calibrated shells because that's 184, and you was on, if I can reload, 1 second. 175. So 8.7 to 9.2, that's half a second. So for half a second, you might guarantee that pen. So it's up to you. It doesn't matter really if you run the calibrate shells or if you don't. It really is up to you. I don't run it, but you can run. The only shot on the Tiger he could do there, the only place he could bounce, and he bounced. So, which is a shame because he is now going to take a shot from the Tiger 2, but he does clear him. So Epic Gamer now, he's on 2 kills. It's 4 against 5, but there is actually an AFK, and it is the Jagdpanzer 4, or the Jagdpanzer, I don't know what it is. The T29 is, I don't know what the T29 is doing. He's not a great player. Epic Gamer can clear him, and the Tog clears the Cromwell, so it's now 4 against 3. He's still got 383 hit points left. He can take a shot or 2. The VK3601 is coming up now. He does end up getting a nice shot, and you can see the aim time. Gonna wait for it to go in, and he does get a nice 381 shot into him, and he gets a bounce in return, and the T29 can take him out. So the Type 58 is going to get taken out very soon, I believe, from the IS, and all they need to find is the Jagdpanzer. You'd think he would be in spawn because he hasn't done anything. I haven't actually seen him all battle. He's got no kills, so you would think he is in spawn. So we are going to just speed this bit up until Epic Gamer can find him. Now, he does get lucky. He's got 3k damage, so he's already done a good job for tier 7. Luckily for him, the remaining 3 teammates of his are all captains, so he can find the Jagdpanzer 4 and he can get behind him, and he can use the HE without any of his other teammates getting the damage. So 905 free damage there for Epic Gamer, but still very good battle and very well played. Now, what tank would I actually go for in the event if I didn't own anything? Now, I would say the best tank out of the 3 is the SU-122, but I would probably go for the AT-15A. Then there's one reason for that. The other 2 tanks you can actually win from the huge container. You might have not won it, but I've actually won the SU from a container, and the AT-15 is the only tank that you can't. So that is the only reason I would get the AT, but it's totally up to you. I hope you all enjoyed the video, guys. I hope you complete the event. I'm Meadsy69, and I'll catch you soon.